So let's talk about the end of the industrial age and what is actually happening. So, for the past few centuries, we have been living in a world built on systems, on structure, and straight up sweat. The industrial age was all about mechanization, mass production, and top down control, right? Hierarchies. The clocks ruled our lives, success was measured by output, and power was concentrated in the hands of just a few. We know what this looks like, right? We know what this looks like. We've been living in this life of hierarchy, life of working really hard, being productive, hustling, sweat. But this era is closing out fast. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait to say goodbye to this era as we bring in the new era. Now, where are we heading into? This is the new game of power, of work, and of wealth. Because let's be real, that old system was not built for us, and it's falling apart anyway. The new economy isn't about what we do, but it's about who are we becoming. And the rule book is being rewritten right now by us, by you, by me, and by everyone who is feeling this. I had a channeling come in probably about 2020, and it was talking about three different types of people on the planet right now. We have the stabilizers, we have the anchors, and we have the builders. And the stabilizers, we judge them really harshly because they want to hold on to the old ways. But they are playing a huge role that we don't give them any credit for. They are holding the stability on the planet right now. Because if we all just leaped into the new way of doing things, there would be chaos. There would be chaos. And so I just want to take a moment and be grateful for the stabilizers on the planet that are holding the old systems, the old paradigm, as we are creating something new. Then we have the anchors, right? We have the anchors. And these are souls like me who are anchoring in the new energy, the new paradigm, the new grid that is being created. And so our job is to channel this in. Our job is to teach what is coming in for that new paradigm. And then we have the builders, right? These are the generators and the manifesting generators who are being guided and are building the new paradigm. They are the movers and the shakers of the new paradigm. And so I just wanted to take a moment and to share that we all have a vital role. We all have a part to play in this cosmic dance. So whether you are the person that just wants to go back to the old ways of living and doing things, whether it's out of fear of something new, whether you just feel this in your bones that this is correct for you, I want to honor that. I want to honor that. If you are a person who feels like, I feel something new coming in, I feel like I'm here to guide, I'm here to teach. Like maybe you are a non sacral being, a projector, a manifester, or a reflector who is just anchoring in the new energy, right? And so you might be an energy worker or a healer, and you just feel like this is the part, this is the role that I'm here to play. I'm here to be the anchor of the new paradigm, the new energetic grid, right? The old grid was built from stones and rocks and crystals, and it was in the body, in Mother Earth, in Gaia. And the anchors are the new energetic ley lines, right? The new energetic ley lines are people, are us, are the ones that are channeling in the new energies, the new frequencies for the new paradigm of life. And then, if you are the builder, if you are so ready to build something new and ready to be the change that you want to be, then I want to honor you as well and thank you for your service. Okay, we're moving from hierarchy to synarchy. Another way of looking at this is from hierarchy to decentralization, right? That's kind of a term that many people are using right now, decentralization, where all the power isn't in one place, but it's in many places. Because power used to be locked up in corporations, in banks, in the governments, in the schools, in the health system. But now it is changing into the hands of the individual creators, the innovators, the rebels, and the disruptors. The middlemen are sweating it out a little bit, let's be honest. We're moving from labor driven to AI enhanced. And I'm really excited about this as Aquarius because I love all things tech. But machines are now starting to do a lot of the grunt work. And let's be honest, they're faster, they're cheaper, and they don't need a coffee break. So, what does this mean for us? Our value now comes from creativity, leadership, and abilities to think in ways that AI can't. I was listening to a story recently about in one of the fast food restaurants, or a few fast food restaurants now, where they have an AI machine that is the fry guy. And so this machine, I think it was about $30,000 for this machine, but it doesn't need any breaks. It can work 24/7, 7 days a week. And what's really interesting is that this machine has a manager, and the manager is human. And so even though the machine is doing all the work, the human is there to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And so this is interesting, but this is just one of very many industries where we are starting to see that machines are taking over the grunt work, and humans, we get to either be managing them or we get to be creating a life that truly lights us up. We're going from scarcity, from lack to abundance. And the gatekeepers, they are losing control. I don't have to tell you this. All you have to do is turn on the frickin' TV to see this. Wealth, resources, and opportunities are flowing to those who know how to create value. This is very important. Create value, not just hoard it. Now, you are valuable, you are worthy just because you exist. But somewhere along the lines, we were taught something differently, right? You were taught that you were valuable by how much money you make or what kind of job that you had or how many kids that you had, right? It was what you produced, what you made, who you were in the business world. And that's changing. So if you're still playing the game that you're not enough, I don't have enough, there isn't enough in the world, I think that it might be time to upgrade your mindset. I was in the same place about 2019, 2020. I was deep in debt. I was really deep in debt. I was so tied to my self-worth being connected to my net worth, right? And as a healthcare worker, we don't make a lot of money. We truly don't. We're in it for service. We're in it for our hearts. But let me tell you, we ain't in it for our paychecks. Even though that is the way that they kept us in the system and continue to keep us in the system, right? Your pension, your healthcare benefits, all of the certainty of having a job, all of these things kept us trapped in, I need to stay in this job is going to support me, take care of me. It's not really the case though, is it? And so I did a lot of work on this and I created a course, a program called Creatrix of Your Money Matrix. And I did the work myself. And in fact, I will be sharing a part of Creatrix of Your Money Matrix in this program so that you can help yourself as well. There's so many teachers that are teaching money matrix right now and how to become the change that you want to see in the world, how to get out of the limitation and the scarcity and the not. And so Creatrix of Your Matrix did that as well. I'm so happy to say that I am now debt free come 2025. And it is the most freeing feeling in the world. But I had to do the change inside first for it to show up in the world. The change happened on the inside. It wasn't anything that I did. I didn't work harder. I didn't pick up extra shifts at the hospital. Truly was an inside game, and money just started coming to me. So, what are people calling this shift? Now, I'm going to say a name that's going to make some people mad, but a few years ago, Elon Musk and futurists called it the abundance age. And I really like that name, the abundance age. These were futurists who see AI, automation, and innovation making life easier, not harder. So wealth is no longer about who owns the most, it's about who creates the most and creates from within. So I like to talk about there's those that love to own, and there's others who love to have access. I'm one of those people, I'm a minimalist. I don't want to own stuff. I really don't want to own stuff because at the end of the day, that stuff owns you. But I love to have access to stuff. And we're seeing this already with Uber. We're seeing this with, what is it called? Airbnbs, right? Uber and Airbnbs and sharing vehicles and timeshares and holiday shares, right? We're seeing a lot of this happen already, which is super, super exciting. Some people are calling this the technological revolution. When we look at AI, blockchain, and decentralization, they're rewiring the entire industry at lightning speeds, from how we work to how we build wealth, to how we connect. Nothing is staying the same. And this is what synarchy might look like at this round. You think about it now, you would have to go to the bank. Like, this is what we've all done. If you want a new car, if you want a new house, if you need any money, you would go to the bank. And then the bank would assess you if you were worthy enough for a loan. But now we're seeing things like blockchain, right? We're seeing things like crowdfunding. We're seeing things like being able to leverage your crypto, your assets in a different way. And so I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out when we stop having to go to the banks for money, when we stop having to go to the healthcare system to be healthy, and we start taking back our power in that way. I'm calling it the conscious economy. That's the way that I am terming this new shift, because truly this new shift is coming from our consciousness. We are channeling in this information, this energy, this new paradigm, and we're creating from within. And so we're more conscious of the choices that we are making. First of all, so many people don't even know they have a choice. They feel so stuck. But once we can start expanding our consciousness and seeing that there is more to life than just what we see, right? We're given the third eye to see that there is more to life than just reality. And so when we can start opening and expanding into new paradigms and new ways of thinking and new ways of connecting, I'm so excited. And the currency of the conscious economy isn't money, but it's your well being, it's your energy. It's how integrity are you in your authenticity, in your energy, in your well being. And it's not hustling and working hard and burning out. It's more about how can I be sustainable in my life? How can I make choices in my life that is going to keep me happy, keep me healthy, and keep me wealthy, more prosperity, right? And so I'm really excited to be the leader of the shift and to help other people make the shift in their own lives, and then creating businesses or creating services or products that are going to help other people as well. So why does this matter to you? This isn't just about business trends. This is about who are you becoming in this new world? What part do you have to play in this new world? Because success is no longer about grinding harder, but it's about aligning with where the world is going and stepping in your unique role within it today, right now, in the present moment. Like, we're going to be talking about the past, we're going to be talking about the future, but who are you being right now? If you're still trying to force old models to work in a system that's collapsing, I'm going to tell you, you're already behind. But if you're willing to adapt, to innovate, and step fully into your gifts, the shift is working for you, not against you. So, a question to ask yourself is, are you still trying to succeed in a system that no longer exists? Or are you ready to step into the new paradigm and build success on your terms?